Olá, eu quero aqui introduzir para vocês uma grande amiga nossa, a Sharon Hanna. Ela está no Access a vida inteira. Ela é filha do Gary Douglas e ela vai aqui conversar conosco sobre o Access. Please, Sharon, introduce yourself for the Brazilian people.
Well, hello, Brazil, and I'm so pleased to be here meeting you and with amazing Jose. And what will it take to facilitate the expansion and growth of consciousness and access throughout Brazil and the rest of the universe?
Oh, come on, so cool. And tell me us about the Access consciousness, like a panoramic view.
Cool. So we have the pleasure today of speaking to you guys about access consciousness, something that both Jose and I absolutely love. My father, Gary Douglas, is the founder and creator of Access, and Jose is here in beautiful Australia doing Access facilitators. And so we're here to see what we can be and do to create a more conscious world, a world where people are happy, where there is openness and kindness, where we're in communion with the earth, and we can really shift and change the really difficult, hard stuff that feels like it sticks us in our lives, that maybe even feels impossible to change, and in so doing access who we truly be.
Oh, so cool.
So access can really assist us in dealing with every single area of our lives. So it's like, how many areas of your life would you like to change? You know, and change is not necessarily a super popular topic. You know, it's like, you know, if you're watching this video and you have always wanted to change something, but your friends or your family or your spouse, it's like they thought you were weird or crazy for wanting to change, or, you know, why can't you just be happy with the way your life is right now? It's like, trust me, like, I understand. And so really, if we look at our lives as a possibility for creation, what is it that we could change? What is it that you guys have always been aware of that you've never really known what to do with, never really had the information or the tools to deal with? And so access is really, from my perspective, the cutting edge and the future of health, psychology, really changing our lives to being a healthy, productive, conscious space, which in truth doesn't necessarily exist yet on the planet.
Oh, so nice. We can say that access consciousness is like a lifestyle.
Absolutely. It's a lifestyle I love to live. It's the lifestyle of how does it get better than this? It's a lifestyle of who does this belong to? And it's the lifestyle of ease, joy, and glory.
Oh, cool. And the most of Brazilian people that's beginning in the access consciousness, like a bar facilitator. Can you say something for them about, okay, you can grow up in access and do everything. This is just beginning.
You know, it's like, basically, is there anything that you'd like to change? Would you be willing to check out these amazing tools? And like Jose was talking about the bars is the beginning of deeply changing, deeply clearing, and deeply transforming our being, our life, our bodies, and the world around us in the most passive, easy,
oh my gosh,
incredible ways.
Oh, wonderful. And I would like to introduce and talk to entity that your specialization,
Absolutely,
please.
absolutely. So I do a class called Talk to the Entities. There's an incredible Talk to the Entities facilitator, Manfred, who's been coming to Brazil, and I would also love to come to Brazil to facilitate Talk to the Entities. So what if the spirit world wasn't a scary, forbidden, superstitious place, but rather a space of possibility where we could learn how to clear the beings that need to be cleared, to communicate with those that require communication, and then to receive from those that desire to create a conscious world with us.
Oh, so nice. Can you give us an example that you talking to entity to be happy or to be better, to grow up in the business or whatever?
Yeah, you know, it's like I spent a lot of my life being, as a kid, I was totally aware of entities, and it totally freaked me out, and I was misemotional and super weird all the time, and I didn't really get what it was until I got older. And in the learning how to clear entities in the learning how to communicate with the beings that needed to be communicated with, I was able to completely change the way I felt in the world. So if you're out there and you've been aware of entities and you have had no idea what to do with it, and it's made you super paranoid and felt like everyone hated you and like you were a total freak, you're not alone. It's like there's a lot of us that are super aware, and spirits are part of our world, and they're an amazing part of our world, not something we need to be afraid of and incapable of dealing with.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And what can I program or planning your visit to Brazil to offer this very good
Well, that
wishes
question
for us?
I can't really answer right now.
Yeah, cool. Maybe in the next year. And talking about your new program about money.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I love to apply the tools and philosophies of access to all areas of life. And I started, I really created a lot with Talk to the Entities. And I also have a lot of enthusiasm for talking about money, talking about relationships, the wellness of bodies. And so these are all, basically Access deals with all areas of our lives. And so how big of a deal is money in all of our lives? You know, it's like it for anyone who's an adult knows that dealing with money is a big deal. And how many of you guys have a financial reality that totally works for you? So what if you actually could have, just imagine with me for a moment, you could have a financial reality that was fun, that was peaceful, that was abundant, that was easy. And so the money program that I'm going to be starting next year in January is the deep dive into completely changing everything we've learned about money, who we've modeled ourselves after, what we buy from society, and beginning to introduce the tools, the processes, the energies, the philosophies that create a completely different financial reality.
Oh, so cool. If I understand very well, it's not just for broke people that don't have money. It's much more than...
It's for everybody. It's for anybody that wants to... It's for anybody who wants to learn about money. It's for anyone that wants to change their money situation. It's for anyone who wants to get more conscious, more clear, more easy around money. Because everybody, it's like, everyone thinks that money is going to be the solution to all their problems. But if you have money, how many of you guys that have money know that money actually hasn't made you happy? And so is it really the money that creates the life you're looking for, or is it the choices that create the money and the life that works for you? And so this is just the beginning of obviously very big topics.
Wow, it's so amazing. And now to finish, you can say some word for Brazilian people about the Access Consciousness,
well,
please.
Brazil, I'm so happy to meet you, and I'm so pleased that you found Access Consciousness. And if you're watching this video, and if you're meeting Jose and I, it's like, please find a bars facilitator near you. Check out accessconsciousness.com. Check out me, Shannon O'Hara. Check out Jose.
Yeah.
And I look forward to changing the world with you. Please know that you are a vital component to consciousness, and as messed up as you feel, and as angry as you feel, or as lost or pathetic as you might feel, please know you're not alone. Please, 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 please get. You are not alone. And we are here, and Access desires to be the gift of possibility in your life and for the planet.
Uau! É isso aí, e nós nos encontramos no próximo vídeo. Deixe seu comentário aqui embaixo e eu tenho prazer em responder. Até mais, tchau, nos vemos lá, tchau!